Good afternoon. My name is Dan Ryan. I'm your host here on the Human Capital Connection on the Social Media Connection Broadcast Network. Very honored, very pleased today to have with me my guest, Tom Truitt of Music Row Search. Tom, it's a pleasure to have you today.
Thanks, Dan.
How's everything going?
It's been a great year so far.
Well, we spent a lot of time talking recently, and I wanted to really, in talking, you've been telling me recently that you've got some new projects you're working on, and there's one in particular I know that you'd really like to share with us. So why don't you tell us more about some of the new work you're doing?
Well, thank you. I will. Needless to say, we're in a very challenging job market, and one of the things that I've been working on for the last 6 months is a project called Your Elevator Pitch. Mm-hmm. And that term means a lot of different things to different people, but in this context, Your Elevator Pitch is training a job seeker to very effectively script himself and then film a high-definition video of him delivering a 60-second commercial about his skill set. And the objective is to bring his resume to life and to give him visibility in the halls of decision makers. In other words, target companies that he wants to work for.
So essentially what you have is you have the resume, and then in addition to that in the package you have a 60-second elevator pitch or elevator speech that the candidate could give to a prospective client.
That's right. And the give part of this is really important because we've got some slick technology that allows them to embed their video into a templated email. And that email is sent to any number of companies, say 20 companies, and all the metrics of that email are trackable. So the significance of that is they can see of the 20 that they sent, how many videos or how many emails were opened, how many were viewed, what did they click on, did they watch the video, did they forward the email, and potentially who did they forward it to. So the significance of that from the job seeker's standpoint is it gives them visibility inside the company to how proactively is the company evaluating their candidacy. Contrast that with the way job seekers today are forced to apply online to most jobs. They never know what happens. They submit their resume or they fill out their profile online and then submit that, and then it just kind of disappears into this black hole of a database. That's really frustrating to a job seeker because he doesn't know exactly what's going on. Well, our technology enables him to know what's going on behind that curtain.
So the job seeker wants to differentiate himself, differentiate herself, and of course we have a resume and everybody understands what to do, or I should say most of us know how to make the resume look good. But you're right, the applicant tracking system sometimes can be the black hole. We never know where it goes. So you have the process, there's a video involved. If I'm a job seeker and I'm wanting to differentiate myself, how do I get involved with your elevator pitch?
Great question. First off, you can go to our website, which is www.yourelevatorpitch.net, and we've got a whole suite of tools on there to enable you to learn what we do. There's sample videos, sample scripts of videos, things like that. And then the first step in the process is you're actually on the telephone with one of our professional scriptwriters. And then after that, our job is to make you look your best, sound your best, so that when your video is actually shot and deployed, you cannot look any better. And your great video matches your great resume, which we also provide that service.
So this is professionally done in a studio, but even before I ever step in the studio, you're going to help me put the script together so I say what I need to say in the most astute way.
That's exactly right. Most people cannot condense a 20-year career into 60 seconds. And that's exactly what our professional scriptwriters have to do. An effective elevator pitch is no more than 1 minute long. In some cases, we'd like to get it to 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds. Less is more.
So I've seen a number of studies where even in an interview, people say the first 30 seconds, the first minute, the first 2 minutes make all the difference. Even more so, I'm just thinking of the power of this technology. The video comes in, I see the resume, and that's black and white. But again, there's an emotion that would come across when you actually get to see the candidate deliver the information.
And that's a great point that you raise, because the impact that this has on decision makers is really important. As an executive recruiter, I get hundreds of resumes a week. And so I look at that piece of paper and I say, okay, that's an attractive looking candidate. But significantly, if I've got the video side by side with that resume, I know they look great on paper, they sound great, they look great in their video. I want to interview that candidate right away. So it takes this stack of resumes that's this deep on a decision maker's desk and quickly reduces it to the best of the best.
So you're serving the job seeker, you're serving the decision maker. So the first step, the candidate seeks you out, you help them write the script, you help them prepare, you get the message put together, they come in the studio, they film, you've got the resume, you've got the whole package. What happens next?
Then we enable them to take that video and select any companies that they want to send it to and use our back-end platform to send it. And as I said earlier, that email campaign tool is very, very complex and allows them to track all of those metrics. We also provide specific contact information on targeted decision makers inside their desired companies. So we can give them, rather than the HR department at my favorite company, we give them the exact email address of the department head that they need to seek out and become visible to.
So we're here in Nashville. Obviously, we know where to go if you want to film in Nashville. But what if I'm in Detroit? What if I'm in Chicago? What if I'm in Raleigh-Durham? What if I'm in Charlotte? What do I do?
That's a great question. The challenge that we have in front of us is to scale this operation because the job market is not just bad in Nashville, it's bad in all of those markets, and we are rolling it out nationally even as we speak.
It's a great idea. I can't wait for us to come back and talk more about this in a future show. Tom, it's been a pleasure to have you here on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Again, it's Dan Ryan here, Human Capital Connection on the Social Media Connection Broadcast Network. It's been a pleasure having you with us on the show today. Come back. We'll have great shows again soon about all aspects of human capital and what's going on in this widely changing, quickly changing, fast-paced job environment. Have a great day.